Hey, what's up? What's going on, guys? It's YungSock here. We're in this video for some experimentation or science, if you will. I think a big question as far as Alpha 21, at least I've seen thrown around, is the underwater base thing with the new water system. Are underwater bases still possible? So it's a gray area. It's a little murky. So, anyway, are they possible? Not how they used to be. That's for sure. The difference is, you gotta build them and then add water. Maybe that takes the fun out of it for you, but me personally, I think it's fine. You can build next to a lake or next to a river, next to any water source on the map, and then just since the water does flow now with the new system, you can dig a hole and the water will flow into whatever you dug out, and now you got an underwater base. But anyway, we need to get into this because I still do have some experimentations to get with. This is what I've got made. Basically, I've put a hatch down like with blocks around it. You know what I mean? Like I could just get rid of this. Like tried this stuff out. You put this down, put like blocks, all the way around it. Damn it. Put these blocks like this, all the way around. I tried that out. I tried that on the top and underneath. So like both sides of the hatch. Still drained just right through. The water seeps through any window or opening, I should say. And doors don't seem to be waterproof. Glass is waterproof. Bulletproof glass is not waterproof from what I can, what I've seen and tried myself. I mean, you can contain. When I say waterproof, I mean you can contain water in these. And you used to be able to make bases. Blocks would kind of, for lack of better words, soak up the water, and you could remove them, and the water would be gone because it's like I think the blocks took the literal space that the water occupied, turned it into a block, and then if you took the block away, the water would be gone. You can't do that anymore. I built these three identical structures. These are basically hollow boxes. They're all identical. Hollowed boxes, all wood, on stilts. And what we're doing here is testing a moon pool theory, which I believe works fine. As far as what I've seen, I haven't directly tested one, but that's why we're here. Moon pools seem to work okay. The airlock system, two doors, airlock system does not work either. You open one door, the water flows in, you can't get rid of it, you can't suck it out, you can't do shit. You close that door, open the other, it's just gonna come in. It doesn't matter. The one thing that is somewhat feasible in an underwater base if you want to do it. But here, like say you put a hatch on top, you can do that, but you'd have to build the top of your base above the water line. Like something like this here. We'll just as an example, you could just make something, I'm just saying like, this could look cool and you're still underwater. It's not like you're not underwater. But you can do something, like this. You can do any design of whatever you want up top, your base above the water, and then it can be a little higher. This is actually one block down. Like if you didn't put these raised blocks around the hatch door, then yeah, you'd have to leave the water level or at this level of your base. And I don't want to add too much and go too high here. But yeah, so you can do something like this and have the water, above your base. Your base is still, this is all you'll see, whatever openings you have up top. It's kind of cool, it's a hatched water base, whatever. That is an option. You can come up with a million ways to make openings above water, for a solution like that. So on to the next one. That zombie test, the third space is reserved for a zombie test. As long as this test works out. This is my moon pool test. Now, moon pools, you probably know what they are. Sort of like having a bubble underwater, like submarines use them or underwater underwater like research places and stuff. Uh, you see them in movies all the time too. You want a moon pool, I don't know. I'll just do it like this. You want to put a hole in the bottom of your base, basically. Pretty simple concept. And as far as I know, it doesn't matter how you make it, as long as it's in the bottom. You could make it with a lip around it like this. You could put just one hole, in the middle with a ladder if you just want one little tiny space. That works, should work too. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at all. And again, if you're doing this in game, you're just gonna have to build a hole, like one of these holes that I've dug through this dirt, next to a water source. And then you'll punch a hole in the side of the water, or in the side of the wall, and all the water will drain in. That's just kind of how it has to be, as far as I know. Okay, as far as I know, and everything I've tried, I don't know any other way. Now, as you can see, it's still dry in here, of course, right? It's dry, water everywhere, completely covered in water, right? And here we are. Now, if you do this, water does not come in. If you punch a hole in the side or the top, you will be flooded almost instantly. But if you do it like this, you could put a ladder here, whatever, doesn't matter. You can have it like this as much as you want. You could build it huge. You could build your whole base like this. Or you could just build one room of your base with a hole in the bottom. The rest of it could be completely enclosed, you know, under a water source. And like I said, it doesn't matter how big or small you want to do it. You could have a nice, you know, bunch of ladders here, or whatever you want. And everything is pretty cool. You know, it works. Oh, swimming is a little difficult still. But yeah, it works. It works fine. You could put stairs, ladders, ropes, whatever means you would like to travel vertically. Obviously, if you have an underwater base, it has to be defensively sound. And they put a hole in the side, or the top for that matter. If your top is submerged, you're screwed. Your whole base will be flooded. That's sort of the test that I actually don't know how that works. And that's why we're really here. How zombies react to a Moonpool base. Because Moonpools, they work. Clearly. They work great. It does leave a bit of worry as to how viable this option is. You get a hole, you're done. That's it. If you put a hole in this thing, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. All your stuff is flooded. Now, yeah, you can take precautions to such a thing, like if you have a Moonpool open base on the bottom and you have a bunch of base chambers and doors and corridors and buildings connected to it, rooms, you know, you could completely enclose a room to where it's not connected to anything else. If you put the room in the middle, somewhere that's not on the outer wall of your base, so you have a room with all your storage containers, and you put it in a room that is completely enclosed, then that room is still watertight by itself, and there would be no reason for the zombies to break them walls if it's just a room full of your storage. You know what I mean? They'll never try to get in there, really. Well, they shouldn't. If you got a hole in the side of your base, yeah, it'd be problematic and probably really annoying, but it's not gonna be the end of the world, you know? You could still have to save your stuff. You can save your important stuff in rooms that are not on the outer wall. What do zombies do underwater is something that I don't know. Maybe other people have tested this that I'm unaware of. I don't know what zombies do underwater. We know how they track, like, you know, into bases and stuff. You know, that's why we use stairs and catwalks and walkways and stuff. So what do they do in the water? If you got a moon pool in your base and the bottom of your base is wide open, do they go straight to the wall of the base and just start smacking the crap out of it? Or will they go to the moon pool and just enter where they know they can get in? You know, like they do on an above ground base. So let me start up the playtest and we'll drop some zombies in here. See what happens. Figure out this tracking system. Alrighty guys, we're in here. Hey, what's up, Joe? We're in here with the zombies. I don't want to put holes in my walls. Right, not right off the jump. I got a bat. Try not to destroy my base right now. This is all about science. What we want to do is come in here, and this is our moon pool. Make sure it's still all good in the playtest. See? Physics are on, water sims on, everything's on. Then we will drop some zombies. I think we'll drop Zombie Joe. There's Joe. Look at him go. Joseph. Hey, buddy. What you doing? I'm gonna go in my base. Right here. Here I am. What does Joe do? There he is. Didn't touch the supports. Didn't touch anything. He's a little confused. He's a bit confused. He's swimming through my stairs somehow. He's behind them, I guess. He seems very confused. Maybe stairs aren't the best idea. Okay. Ladders are probably a much more feasible way to go about this. Now we're in the base. All ladders. All ladders. And we're gonna drop Joe back in here. Boom. That was probably not the best place to drop him. Really easy for him to get in here when you drop him right in the moon pool. Defeats the purpose. Let's go over here. Alright, so this time we're gonna drop a couple. We're gonna drop a Joe, janitor, party girl, and then we're gonna race in here and see what happens. What do they do? Straight to the ladders. They didn't even try to touch my supports or the outside of the base or anything. They seem to be fully aware of the moon pool. It doesn't seem to escape them whatsoever. I feel like the moon pool is definitely a viable option of an underwater base. It makes it a little cooler probably than our first option over there. Even though this is still kind of cool in my opinion, and it works. Boom. Let's get in here real quick. And what happens? That's a lot of zombies out there. They came right in. Oh, I dropped feral Arlene's. That was my bad. Now what are they doing though? Most of them came in. And do we have any stragglers? Stragglers? None. Zero. Zero stragglers. 25 zombies. They all came in the base. They're only hitting the walls now because I went outside the base. And none of them are outside. None of them care that my base is here, underwater. They're not trying to break supports. They're not trying to break the walls. They just want you. That's all zombies want. They just want you. Come back in the base. And they come back in the base. The easiest way they can get in. That's what they do. They haven't attempted to do anything to the base at all. Underwater base is viable, extremely viable in a sense that they do function. You just got to make a moon pool, which I don't think is a huge deal. It's still a great thing. And then even the zombies clearly go straight to it. They know it is there. They will go there. So I would assume on Horde night, they come to your base, they're going to go underneath it. You know what I mean? So they'll come up through the bottom, and I'm sure you could come up with a million ways to fortify and make like a base out of a moon pool. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but there's probably plenty of creative ways to defend an underwater base using a moon pool, and I think that could be pretty dang fun if you want a new little challenge. And there's no way that I have found or figured out to suck water out of the inside. I've tried dev blocks, I've tried the haystacks, I've tried everything I could think of. Nothing works. That's all I got for you today, guys. Hopefully we learned something. I'm probably going to try this personally. I think it's kind of cool to have a moon pool in your base and have your base underwater the way water flows now, and that zombies can swim, and you could just have zombies swimming up through the bottom of your base. It's kind of cool. There's something about it is different. That's what we got today. I am YungSock. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.